Hello, beautiful, amazing, fantastic world, and you, amazing, beautiful, sublime, unique, individual personality, you. And a happy new year, a new year. Today, I would like to speak about conscious reverence, gratitude, and devotion. As you probably understand, being grateful and having a gratitude is actually a state of conscious being. Yes, you can of course become ecstatic and happy and, you know, over the top in a good mood when you are given something or you have, something of a good willed deed or action towards you. Now, being conscious despite all of, let's say, the struggles and discomfort and so on, to holding to gratitude, knowing that there is an order to all of this. Things are not randomly put together here. And for us to, well, cultivate and to grow and to also develop, human decency, dignity, a living force of morality, so that your heart hurts when you see something, well, immoral, something bullying, something oppressive. Your heart hurts. It is a natural sense of thing, unless you squash it yourself. That is the thing. So you also feel an immense sense of joy and beauty when someone do something nice, something goodwill, something loving. It is a warm feeling and a feeling of joy and a feeling of pleasure. And the ugliness, because I call any kind of lack of human decency ugliness, because it obviously is, seriously. To oppress others, to being a bully, to, is not okay. It is not cool. And it is ugly. So having that consciously, both the beautiful and also the ugly, knowing that we also are capable of ugliness. Don't exempt yourself from anything, because we are by no means perfect. None of us are. But it is about what we cultivate and aspire towards that brings about certain results, or lack thereof, based on the actions we do. And with this new year right in the making, well, a whole year to cultivate the spiritual, the inner sense of foundation, the love, the reverence, the gratitude, and the devotion for the path and for life we have been given, for anything we truly have been given. Because, well, we are all living here on the same planet and are helping out each other in many, many different areas. And we could never do this alone. But to hold, at least when you are alone, to a certain feeling of reverence. For reverence allows you to go beyond yourself so that you can actually give devotion to something greater than yourself. And there are many people that refuse to give away that power. I don't know why. Maybe they feel like they will lose control. They feel like, who knows? I don't think they have reflected too much upon it. But to be able to hold reverence is a healing force. It is an optimistic, positive, healing and loving, nurturing force that is consciously sustained through action, through choice, through stimulating and polishing our human decency, our inner spiritual, divine nature, which is, by the way, the youngest of our faculties, as our spirit, our ego, is, ironically enough, the most pure center we have, but also the youngest faculty we have. You know what the oldest is? The physical body. This physical body was, to begin with, only heat, but we have condensed down to both heat, air, water, and earth. from many different, well, there are many links to the development. We have been pure heat, and then we have condensed it to gas, so we have been a gaseous state. We have also been a watery, kind of like jellyfish-like state, and now we are in an earthly state. And we are meant to spiritualize this earthly, and anything physical, crystallized evil, more or less, crystallized egotism, will be shed away. And what will be left is only our purest form of being. But it takes lifetimes. And as I said in my last videos, the higher realms do not put any kind of impulses to waste. So anything that we do on this planet, the higher realms use for our development. And that is something we should hold close to our heart. Because there is a wise guidance to this world, there is karma, there is reincarnation. By having that acknowledged for yourself, you have a stability within you that does not override you with fear. You have a devotion, a reverence, and that is replaced. No, fear is replaced by reverence. There we go. Because it is, you can only hold one's conscious feeling, one conscious state of being at a time. So you can only be fearful or reverent. Well, you can be fearfully reverent too, but yeah, I don't think that is out of line either. being a little God-fearing is healthy. It is about the sense of consequence, the sense of every action we do, every feeling we feel, every thought we think. And, well, every opinion we have on this earth that might be of a more degrading or abstract or not too close to reality, But by having the curiosity, the aliveness, the inner reverence. For reverence holds life. Reverence holds an inner enthusiasm, an inner oomph, but not out of control. It is grounded, balanced, stable, and in an equilibrium. The equilibrium between, well, the frivolous, or the joyous and the abstract, the artistic, and on the other hand, the scientific drying up and dead concepts. You do have these two sides, but the problem lies in none of these truly hold reality as its whole. Balancing these out, holding both the artistic and the scientific, making them a certain, syncretic, combining them, making it a living thing, meticulous, clear, defined, sharp thinking, but at the same time alive without dead concepts. It truly is, you become conscious of the many variations of details that occurs within our own inner being, also on the outside. It helps with, not falling asleep. You observe everything, and there is nothing that truly is boring. So that is how you stimulate your own inner being, is by participating in the world with your senses, with your thoughts, with your feelings, with your will. That is when you are alive. If we run on automatic, that is when we are following along on a, what should we call it? Mechanical path, pre-programmed path, that you just do the same over and over and over again and barely be conscious about it. That was just an example, of course. But holding an inner aliveness requires us to choose every day to do something that is outside of our everyday normalcy. Something that you introduce new impulses to you so you can heal. And that, I think, I will leave you with today. May Father, Holy Spirit, Christ, Michael, ancient masters of all, ancestors from every incarnation, the Godhead, seraphim, cherubim, thrones, kyriadetes, dynamis, exousiae, archai, archangels and angels, all bless, protect, guide, and love you, and may they provide you with all that you need for wisdom, compassion, love, higher thinking, higher truths, and sublime connection to the higher realms. A certain reverent feeling so they can meet you also, because they will meet you when you have a feeling of reverence. They meet you in a feeling of mutual coexistence, interaction, dance. It is kind of a spiritual dance, because they are not physical. They do not stimulate our outer physical senses. They stimulate our inner sensations of emotions. They also tinge our thoughts a good deal and also affect our will. But it is based on what our inclinations are. So if we are towards the inclination of the less disciplined, those forces will flow into your will. It's the same with if you are disciplined and have practice and are stimulating and are consciously mastering yourself, you follow along on the progressive, good, hierarchical spirits. It is all based on what they stand for, what they do, what their being is. And is it one thing we human beings are good at? It is imitating. And through imitation, we find reality through it. And that is the cool part. And that is also why we share. Because we share experiences, personal experiences that might coincide with others' experiences that are a little different, because everything is individual and unique here as human beings are concerned. But in this uniqueness, in this variation, there is a wholeness. There is a whole, you see? So nothing is out of place in a sense. And that is what I will leave you with. I love you so much. See you, and may you be blessed, graced, and stable, and loving. Thank you so much. See you later. Goodbye.